What's up, guys? I'm Hessom, and I'm here chatting with Stacks.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today I got Hessom. I've seen your work. It's really good.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for looking, man. Thanks.
So how long exactly have you been tattooing for, including in prison?
Including in prison, it would be like probably 17, 18 years. Professionally, it's been 13.
And what's the craziest place you tattooed someone?
Craziest place I tattooed them would probably be probably the armpit, man, or the head. The head is like it's really pulled tight, but it's so weird to tattoo in the throat. Like the throat is really interesting because you have to like triple pass your lines to get them saturated right because the skin's so loose, providing all the movement and shit. So those would probably be like the hardest, more like craziest ones I've done. But I've done, man, you name it. I'm a photorealistic artist. I've done full backs, wings, all kinds. Man.
So you do pictures. You'll do like realistic pictures of things.
Yeah.
See, I used to do like lettering and things like that. Just basic things, you know.
To my first bid when I got locked up, I ain't have no family, and I noticed that people would draw on envelopes and shit like that, and then that they would make money. So I was like, yo, I started figuring it out. So the whole first time I was locked up, the first 2 times, I just learned how to draw real well, and I would sell the artwork. I would draw your family member, or like I would write poems, you know what I'm saying, a little songs for your girl, and put like little artwork on it for you to send your old lady type. And then I would make money. Then when I went in the third time and I went to the higher level prison, dude seen how well I could draw. He's like, "Yo, tap me," and I was like, "Hell no, I ain't but the fuck you up." He's like, "Bro, you can draw so good. I know you could tattoo." And I was like, "Nah, nah, nah, nah." I would tell him no forever, like, "Nah, nah, nah." Finally, he went and made a little makeshift machine.
This is your first time ever?
Tattooing was in prison. Yeah. And I was
your
like,
first time. Oh,
yo, I told him I didn't know what I was doing. He's like, "I don't give a fuck. You could draw so good. I know you could tattoo." Is what he would tell me. I know you could tattoo. So he went and made me a little machine, man. And we started when it. Before you know it, I had 1,000 crash test dummies lined up. It was game time. You know what I'm saying?
The one time I had, I think, 12 people walking around the dorm. They all had bandages on their. Like, yeah. I'm going to SAG, man.
Yeah, it's a man down, right?
People are getting pulled out. They're questioning them. I'm like, I'm getting in trouble.
I always got me a jigger man. I'd have somebody watching. You like sitting out there to let me know when they were coming. I had this like little battery pack thing that I had that I would hook to my arm with a sock, where when they would come, I could just kick my finger and it would cut the little machine off, and I could just put my arm down and it would look like we was chilling. And they'd walk by, fire that back up. You know, I never got caught tattooing.
Never got caught.
No, they would all I was plugged in, so I would always hear about the institutional shakedowns before they were going to happen, and then I would go climb up in like the laundry room or something and hide that bitch up in the ceiling. If they found it, they found it. If they didn't, they did it. We make another one. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we was back at it.
So
making the ink was the.
How do you make the ink in there?
We have to make like you know how they make candle wicks using like the prayer, like the Muslim like stuff to smell good. You know what I'm saying? Or burning plastic or whatever. That would just be the hard part, making the little fire and burning it.
Right? The chest pieces over the salt.
Yeah. You know how they have the little hole for the toilet paper beside the toilet?
Yeah.
I would tape a piece of paper on front of that, and I would put the little candle inside of there, and so the smoke didn't go all over the place, and it would just like catch it all in that little thing, and then I would shave the soot off of that and put a little drop of alcohol in it out of a little pack and mix it up, and that would be what we had.
Yeah, it worked, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
and you can do some really nice tattoos in prison.
Yeah, 100%. I seen some come out of the feds that you would not believe was done in the system. You would think it was done in a shop. You know what I'm saying?
I think they get real ink smuggled in there too. Sometimes.
Yeah. Some of the COs for sure. Some of the high levels, you got the right plug. Yeah, 100%. I didn't have that plug. You know what I'm saying? I just at the end of my bid was trying to get some dudes in maintenance to like solder shaders for me and shit, and was trying to like figure that out. But I had never seen a shader needle and didn't have a clue what the fuck they were. And this dude was telling me, trying to like guide me in off the knowledge he had. So like I never really got to the point to where I was messing with them in there. It was single line everything, just because I really didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? I got nice with the single line, which is what helped me later on in my career with the tattooing 100% because I can, hold a single line and run long lines and shit from running that little guitar string looking shit. You know what I'm saying? We would take the out of the Bic lighters, we would get the spring and then you light it. And when you catch this little spring on fire, it would become dumb long and then we cut it in half and make two needles out of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Super thin though.
Use the Bic lighter spring for a wick. I mean, for a needle.
Tattoo needle. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What were you gonna solder those together, make a shader?
Well, yeah, I was gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? But what we would do is we would one it was a little spring like this. You grab it on each end, and as you put heat to it, it stretches out and becomes really like straight and skinny. Then you cut
Yeah,
it in half and make it an L shape, and then you stick it in the machine, and that's how you made the
yeah,
little homemade needle. And you sharpen a little needle with the little sandpaper, the little end of that till it got sharp.
yeah. We used to use yeah, guitar string.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we couldn't get. I've used that on the street before, but I couldn't get that in the system. So I was using the insides of them one joints, the big lighters.
So how hard is it to get to where you are today? Like owning it, you own a shop, right?
Yes,
How much work have you put into that, and what was the process for
countless
people out
hours,
there that
bro.
maybe do
It's
it?
being being successful just takes dedication, man. Like when I first opened the tattoo shop, I was driving a moped, embarrassed of it. I would hide the moped behind the tattoo shop and drive. But here's the thing: if I would have took the money that I used to open the business, if I would have took the money, like, because the first couple years in business normally isn't that successful. So a lot of the times I was paying the bills out of my own pocket. I couldn't license people at that point, so I had to do it all myself. So I could have went and bought a flashy car, but then I wouldn't have been able to have the money to support it. So I didn't worry about a car. I didn't worry about license. I drove that fucking moped embarrassed and would hide it behind the tattoo shop. 2 3 years in, I got it going real good. It definitely wasn't easy because I didn't really get much time off, many days off and everything. But I understood coming from nothing and having nobody gives you a different type of hustle. I know tomorrow if I don't got it, I don't eat. So like I'm gonna outwork the next man just on the strength of reality. I'm way more awoken than he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you
Yeah,
put children that I have in effect. I got mouths to count on me to feed them. I got 5 kids that like I didn't have those when I first started this tattoo shop. When I first opened the tattoo shop, I only had three. You know what I'm saying? I got five now.
so now you
Um,
got to work extra hard, right?
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Now I'm blessed because I have so many employees. I don't have to work as hard anymore. I only do big tattoos. I got the TV show that we started. We already had 2 seasons on it. I do that. Then I got the music. It gives me a lot more availability for me to travel with the music. I got a lot of great music out, a lot of stuff with good artists, a lot of things I ain't released. So all that stuff. So it's really a sweet gig for real. But it wasn't easy. I would say like it ain't for the weak. You're gonna have to. You can't be one to go party your money away and everything. You gotta save it. You know what I'm saying? Being in business for yourself, everything counts on me. You know what I mean? Like I'll show. I don't know. You want me to show you? I got a big tattoo shop.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
see.
This is my booth back here where we do the TV show at. It's eleven hundred
What's
square
the
foot.
TV show about? What's the
It's
show
about
about?
it's called Tattoo Mystery. I give out a free $1,000 tattoo every week, and you tell me 3 things you like, one thing you dislike, and then I create a masterpiece and I give it to you. And you stick your arm through this like thing or your leg through this thing to where you can't see what you're getting tattooed, and you don't get to see it until I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah,
And you
it's pretty
give those
badass.
out for free,
Yeah,
like a raffle or
yeah.
something?
I've had artists from Ink Master doing it with me. Sometimes there's 2 3 artists at a time doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty
Pretty
dope.
dope.
Yeah, I
Hell yeah.
appreciate it. This is 1,100 square foot in the back. I got an office back there. Then boom, some of my artists out here, right here.
That's dope, man.
A little slower right now, but you still got some of them in there going up.
It's a lot of appointments, right? You take walk-ins too?
Yeah, yeah, we do walk-ins and appointments. I got 11 tattoo artists that work for me. So
Damn.
yeah, everybody's got different days off and stuff like
What's
that.
it
It's
like
not,
to work with that many personalities?
bro, I'm a babysitter, man. Constantly. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm blessed throughout the years. I got a lot of good employees that been with me for a long time, and they make it a lot easier. But you get the new ones. I've had to teach grown men how to sweep and mop, I've had to teach them how to live life, not only just how to tattoo. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's definitely interesting dealing with the public on a large volume and then dealing with people. and their everyday problems, and molding them into, like I said, I probably fire like 25 people a year. I fired my whole tattoo crew twice, every one of them, and just started back at scratch.
What for what kind of reasons?
For stealing from me, for doing just crazy shit, for being disrespectful, like in my environment type. Like I really, here's the thing: nobody gave me nothing, so and I'm a real respectful, humble dude. I'm always gonna be respectful. I'm not disrespectful to nobody, but I tolerate zero disrespect because I'm just one of them alpha male type people, and that's how I carry myself, how I move. I'm very serious all the time. I don't joke. I don't play games, nothing like that. So some people, just my personality doesn't mix with them. You know what I'm saying? It was just best that we're not around one another. And if you're wasting my time, I didn't get this easy. So if you don't have the same drive I got, I just can't see carrying you. You know what I'm saying? So I've had to let some people go just on the strength of. I think a lot of people see this from the outside looking in, and it looks like a party. Like, yo, it's gonna be super fun. Then
Yeah,
they sign up for it, and I put them on, and they get the list, and like, oh, I gotta clean, oh, I gotta sweep and mop, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that. Oh, hell no, this shit is actually real work. They ain't
yeah,
like they ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? You see me, I don't
yeah.
gotta do none of that no more. But I'm 12 years in. You have to put your time in to get where I'm at to where somebody
Yeah,
else is
but
doing it for
you
you.
would still do it though, right? Like you would
Yeah,
still
hell
do
yeah. I
it if
jump in
you have
there. Yeah, 100%. I do. I help them all the time just because I'm not a lazy person.
to. Have you ever had anyone come in like raising hell, like I don't like my tattoo or anything like that?
I've never had nobody come in and raising hell saying they don't like their tattoo, but I've had to get in. I've had to nicely, firmly have some people leave for sure. For either just trying to raise their mouth over in a deposit or something like that, trying to get just crazy. I had to get a dude the other day because he was pushing his fingers in my desk guy's chest, yelling at him. And my desk guy is like a really humble, like soft spoken dude. He don't tattoo or nothing, and so I had to go out there and tell him like you're not gonna disrespect my desk guy type shit. You're not welcome here in the building, so go ahead and carry your ass. That's the great thing about owning the place and this not being Walmart. This ain't McDonald's. It ain't every customer's right. You're not gonna come in here and disrespect me and think that you're about to just like tear shit up. Like, nah, you don't want to do that. And I got a $3,000 DVR system. I got 18 cameras in here. Uh, Everything they do is on candid camera. So come here acting
So
crazy.
what? How did you catch the people stealing that were stealing from you?
The cameras.
And how did you come and confront them and like
Yeah,
what
yeah. Yo,
happened?
like, well, what's up with this, man? Why are you doing this?